Welcome to the Nothing and Everything podcast, where today we're going to talk a whole lot of nothing.
And
Wait, did I say it right? A whole lot about nothing.
And a little bit about everything.
Whole lot of nothing.
Is that what it is?
I'm messed up.
Have we changed it already?
I don't think we changed it. I think we tried to change it, and people was like,
Yeah, there was a...
they was
revolt.
like, people was
They
like.
So yeah, we were just talking about our producer's
Our producer has on
patriotic
a shirt.
shirt, but apparently at a second glance, at a closer look, it's not as patriotic as you would think.
Well, it is patriotic.
Right.
It's just that I don't think fish know they're in America.
I thought it was like an outline of like the U.S. at first. And I was like, oh man, he's all...
It's bait.
It's bait. Yeah.
Bait and tackle.
You know a lot about that, don't you? We've done some full fishing episodes before.
I enjoy fishing. I think because it's election day, I think Austin's going to write in Bill Dance or
Can you name another famous... Who's another famous fisherman? Gordon? Gordon's fish?
Iaconelli. He's
Wait,
he's like big time. But then there's like Johnny Morris. He's a Bass Pro Shop guy. I have a Johnny Morris rod and reel.
I asked the wrong person.
You did ask the wrong
I was
person.
like, hey, can you know... Oh, he can. I can rattle off my top 10 famous fishers.
Did you know that every now and then Deion Sanders and what's the other guy's name? Randy Moss. They'll fish at Mountain Island Lake here in Charlotte.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw Randy Moss here in town one time.
What?
His kid used to play football, and then I was like, it was at Hickory Grove, and I was like, that looks like Randy Moss. And then asking around, and somebody was like, it is Randy Moss. His son was playing on the other team.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And they got smoked. Not Randy's team. Our team.
Not
anymore, though. But yeah, I knew that he was around here, but I didn't know they fished around here.
Yeah, man. They like to fish.
Are they in your top 10 fishermen? Bill, Jimmy, Randy?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, great.
Did you hear about those guys recently that got in trouble for cheating in that fishing tournament?
I saw the video of that
They
where they
put the
cut
lead.
the thing open and the
like-
big
yeah.
like lead balls fell
Yeah.
out. I was like,
Yeah.
seemed a little
that's bad.
obvious. When were they shoving it down the bass's throat to be like, when you pull it in, like, nobody's gonna know. And they put this like
Yeah, all of a sudden this
5 pound.
this 3-pound bass is
Cannonball.
now 16 pounds. Yeah.
That's
Stomach is lumpy.
He's got cancer. It's okay. It's just
Oh, man.
no, what's it called? A hernia. He had a hernia.
Hernia. I don't know.
Have a
I mean,
fish
there's so many things to talk about.
fish hernia. Yeah.
So many things to talk about. Today is what's today?
Yesterday was election day. Depending on when you're listening to this.
Can you
Election day was
Can you
around-
lift both eyebrows?
At the same time? Yes.
Can you do one at a time?
Wait, hold on. I don't think I do my right one.
So no.
Why did you just...
I don't know. So yesterday was election day.
I'm going to be working on that the rest of the day.
Yeah, I know, right? Yesterday was election day.
Yesterday was election day.
Who'd you vote for? I can't. No, you can't do that. We're not.
We're not allowed.
We're
We
not
might
about
lose
that.
our sponsorships.
We're not about that life.
Right. But we are about voting.
We did vote.
Exercise your...
So exercise your right to vote.
I rocked the vote is what I did.
Did
You
you
rock
rock
the
the
vote
vote?
back in the day?
I
You had all
remember.
these people telling you to vote, and you're like,
Yep.
I don't even know who you are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you vote early or did you vote on the day of?
I voted early.
Yeah?
Walked in and like I'm the guy. You know, there's a comedian that I used to like to listen to, and he says, you know, when someone walks up to him and hands him something, it's like
I
he's
know
saying,
exactly the joke you're talking
Hey,
about.
will you throw this away for
Yeah.
me?
He's like, here, you throw this away. Like somebody on the street hands you a flyer. Yeah,
Right.
it's a great, yeah.
So I get out of the car and like my wife and I pull into the spot, and I know, I mean, there's like 100 people out there, and they're all campaigning.
There was nobody. Oh, yeah.
They're all campaigning. So I get out and say, Tammy, let's go this way. So we walk around like the parking lot, around other cars, and the lady was like, excuse me. And she's trying to hand me stuff, and I was like, no, I'm good. And she goes, okay, I'll leave you alone. And so it was like she knew she's bothering me. I didn't want to be mess with whatever.
As if
so.
you were now just making up your mind.
Right. Like I knew who I was voting for when I walked up in here.
Right.
I don't need you to tell me,
Right.
oh, I'm going to change real quick. It's
Right.
like, you know, changing your food.
What are you
know,
basing your
food
votes
order.
on?
What?
How many signs you've seen? How many yard signs you've seen? What about television commercials?
Well, there's a lot of TV ads.
That's what my kids were most excited about on election day is that TV ads
The ads will be over.
are over. They're
Yeah.
like, we can get back to our regularly scheduled commercials.
Yeah. What's crazy is like everyone seems bad.
Right.
Like
there's some jokes about that too. It's like everyone's like, oh, they murdered puppies. Well, this one murdered, like
right. So
who do
they
you
all
believe?
seem it's like, well, let's not vote for any of those people. Let's just write in. My next door neighbor seems pretty nice. Cut their grass in a
might have
timely
written you in
manner.
for
You wrote me in?
some kind of district judge or something.
I could be a district judge, although my show would be. I'd have a judge show.
Judge Gerald.
Could you imagine if I was on TV?
I think that's what we should lobby for.
For me to be a TV
Judge Gerald.
Judge Gerald.
Judge Gerald. I like that.
Dun, dun. No, that's Wapner. I can't take Wapner.
Wapner was the original.
Wapner was the original.
It's the People's Court.
So, there are several Gerald Malloys in politics right now. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
So there's one guy named Gerald Malloy who is he's in Vermont. I almost called him a Vermontan.
Is that it?
I don't know.
Vermontian? If anybody listens in Vermont, do we have any listeners
Please
in
let us
Vermont,
know.
Austin? Can you break it down by state or just by
What would
country?
you be? A Vermontan?
Or just by hemisphere? The southern. Wait, the western?
By the longitudinal lines?
Yeah.
So there's I think he's Republican maybe,
Yeah?
in Vermont named Gerald Malloy, which is kind of
Really?
cool. Yeah.
It's not the most common name, and it's not like it's John Smith.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And there's another Gerald Malloy
what?
just
In
south of
politics.
us in South Carolina. He's a Democrat, Gerald Malloy. And actually, funny story, he, for quite some time, like when I first moved here to Charlotte, I guess he was just getting involved in politics or whatever at the time, but a lot of people would just tag at Gerald Malloy thinking they're talking to him, but they're talking to me.
You own at Gerald Malloy?
I do own it, yes,
Ah, nice.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, I don't know who these people are or why they keep tagging me in this stuff, but
Man, they're all political.
yeah, I'm like, I'm not for that. I am for this.
Yeah.
And so I even answered a couple of them, tell us what you think about this. Oh, well, this is what I think about that.
Oh, man, you got my vote.
So, and then I started thinking, I was like, I probably ought not do that. So I sent the guy like a message.
Really?
Like, oh, yeah, like, hey, you can buy my Twitter handle for 10 grand. He didn't buy it.
Don't you wish you could have like I guess it's hindsight, to look back 20, 30 years ago.
That's what hindsight is, to look back.
Bought up. I was thinking like forecasting or foreshadowing. We're going backwards. Behind us.
Right.
Hindsight.
Mm-hmm. Looking back. Yeah.
Looking back, if you could think of all the websites, just go and
yeah.
buy them all up.
Oh,
And, like,
yeah.
there
Yeah.
had to be somebody at some point that was like, I'm going to get everything that's .gov or,
right,
anything.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's
That's
actually not
probably
a bad
happened to
idea.
everything that's ever been invented.
Right.
That we
Sure.
could all look back and go, oh, I wish I had done that. The wheel or
Yeah.
the Microsoft, whatever.
Yeah. Or like the car. If there was one thing you could invent, what would it be?
Oh, gosh.
The one thing
The
that
one thing?
like,
Fire. Go all the way back to the Paleolithic
no, I'm saying
era.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can put a copyright like a.
Yeah, like I did that. So every time anybody strikes it,
So when there's a fire, whether on purpose or not, you're getting money for
yeah,
it.
I'll be like, I'll take a little
but
something
you
off the
would
top.
be long gone by now.
That's true.
So that doesn't make any sense.
If you could go back and invent,
Yeah. Or if
and I wasn't prepared for this.
What
I
if
didn't see
you
this in the show notes.
What if you invented something? Like, what would you want your invention to be had you invented something? It's obviously it's already in production, but what would you wish it was?
Goodness gracious. My mind is. I don't know.
Well,
What about a sundial? I'm going way back, like a long time ago.
yeah. Okay, so this isn't what I was thinking. This would.
What
be.
were you thinking?
Like
Like-
the phone, like an iPhone.
I was getting there. I mean,
You said sundial.
I know. I went fire.
You went fire.
Sundial. The next one would have been
I
like
didn't wanna
electricity.
wait anymore for
electricity. I would have wanted to invent electricity.
like caveman clothes, and then eventually like I just felt like you were gonna take forever. A Flintstone
There's
car.
a progression there.
We weren't even out of the Paleolithic
Phone would have
age
been
yet.
cool. Yeah. Maybe how about the printing press? I was getting there. Like
know
the
what?
goop.
Forget it.
I didn't know that's what we were thinking about. I was trying to think back in
a
history.
cool invention for like today, like the AA battery.
The remote control. Like a wireless remote control for the television.
You remember that TV show, Remote Control?
Oh, yeah, MTV remote control. What was the... I remember it, but like...
Colin something was the...
Was it one of the things that was an actual show?
Yeah, it was a show.
Was it the one of the trivia shows? I'm trying to remember what the show was.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, trivia, yeah.
Because I remember as a child, like, I know it's kind of a joke, but, like, we were the remote control because there were no remote control. But I remember we had a VCR that had, like, a cord,
Mm.
you know, to fast forward.
Yeah, right.
So it would have been nice to be like, yeah, Dad, I just invented something. I don't have to get off the couch anymore.
Stay here, and you don't have to move anymore. We had the TV where it's like, like you had to turn the thing.
Oh, yeah.
And you had 13 channels or 12 channels, and that was it.
We were watching a cartoon movie the other night. It was a current one, but it was like supposed to be set like probably 40, 50 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a dial phone, a rotary phone.
Yeah.
My middle daughter, who's 9, was like, "What's that?" No idea.
Seriously?
She goes, "What is that?" And it was like the handheld, like was sitting on your desk, and then there was one on the wall.
Mm-hmm. With the long cord.
And I was like, I used to have one exactly like
The
that.
long cord for privacy. You can go in the next room and shut the door. Do you remember your phone number growing up?
No.
922-2443.
Somebody call it.
It was.
What's the area code?
Well, it was 912.
Let's call
back
it
in
right
the day.
now. Let's call that.
No, I'm not
right
calling
now.
it right now. I'm not calling it. Who knows? But it was like a.
I just want you to know I used to have this phone number. like,
appreciate you.
Kind
You're
of
live on
weirdo
air right
calling
now.
me. Seriously.
No, but I liked it because on the rotary phone, it was 9 was the longest one, and then it was 2, 2, 2, 4,
Oh,
4, 3. So it was super short. Super short. It was good, man. That's good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh, that's good. So
Yeah.
Gerald Malloy,
Politics.
this is where we got.
I'm a politician. Is your name famous
No,
with someone else? Like,
I don't think so.
I did Google your name.
Did
and-
you?
Yeah.
Was I what came up first?
Yeah, and then I try to click on.
So I'm the most famous Kyle Scarlett there is.
Yep.
That's pretty exciting.
Well, yeah.
I was telling somebody of all the Kyle Scarletts.
No, I was going to
I'm
say
the most-
something, but I decided to. Oh gosh,
What?
what is it? What do you see?
Oh gosh,
Some pictures
of
Oh.
me.
There's
Or
2 of you
Gerald.
and 2 of the other same guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, those are the top.
those are very
Who
different
is that
pictures.
guy though? Is he like something?
No, it's just some guy on LinkedIn.
Some
But you're the
guy.
top 3. You're the first 3 things that show up on.
If you just Google my name, it's pretty impressive.
How about yesterday? I was riding around, and my GPS was like, "Turn right on Austin Chaney Road," and I was like, "What?" So I had to screenshot it and send it to him.
Is that like great granddad or something?
No, I think it's him.
It's your road?
I
Yeah.
grew up down that way.
Relation? Is there a relation to this man?
Apparently, it was actually, my grandma told me, a bunch of people with the last name Austin and a bunch of people with the last name Chaney used to live on that road, so they named it Austin Chaney Road.
But it's spelled the same because your last name is different, spelled differently than a regular Chaney,
Because a regular Chaney has an I?
No, like the president.
like CHENEY.
Like the president? Oh.
Dick Cheney. Yeah, so it's different. It's different from that. Was he president? No, he was vice president.
That's what I was
Oh.
I was thinking presidents. I was running through the list of all the presidents in my head,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
hadn't got to vice presidents yet.
Well, let's run that list.
No, I don't want to do that. It was just in my head. So, but I never got to Dick Cheney.
You know who has like incredible presidential knowledge?
There's probably a couple people in our life. Who?
Kyler Smith.
I don't doubt it.
Like he enjoys talking about presidents, and I think he can name them all in order, and I bet he's got a song to go with it.
My wife has a song, it's actually a rap for all the state capitals that she could do for you at some point.
The state capitals?
Mhm.
Or just
But she got
or
an
the
entire
states?
songs. No, it's the state.
Alabama, Arizona, and Alaska, and
No,
LA.
but the
I said L.A.
and LA. But she's got the capitals in there. Like it has the state and the capital. But there's like words to it too. It's not just like ripping through the I mean, there's like stuff about it's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah.
Do y'all homeschool?
I just apparently it sounded like she did.
Sounds like a homeschool thing.
No.
I mean, homeschool's great.
No, I'm fine with it, but I'm saying I
Right,
think we did one kid for 1 year or half a year.
Yeah.
No, we've done it a couple times actually.
Yeah.
So I'm totally supportive. But I don't think this song did its due diligence. But one time I did, I friended all of the Kyle Scarletts on Facebook.
Yeah?
I mean, this was probably 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That was a huge mistake.
Why?
It got really confusing because I would see all of these like posts and updates, and I go, "Oh my gosh, when did I write that? Like, did I Oh, that wasn't me. That was the other 12 Kyle Scarletts.
Oh, I got
And
you.
then a few of them started messaging me, and they were like, I could tell they were like in this voice, "Whoa, dude, we have the same name." I was like, this is a terrible mistake, and I had to unfriend them all. That was
Like all of a sudden, Pauly Shore is like your best friend.
Yeah, Encino Man showed
Yeah.
up, and he was like, "Wait, we've made another Pauly Shore reference."
Yes.
If you say "We's the juice,"
I didn't say we was juice. That's awesome.
well,
Hey,
election day, it's over. Yes, we'll see what happens.
yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right.
I'm interested to see
I
what
bet you are.
happens. So let's talk about Austin's microphone.
Yep. So last week,
It's in the show notes. Someone actually sent a text. Rick Blasey sent a text to me, and he said, "It sounds like he's doing a live traffic report from a helicopter."
it's like traffic 485, and it was like, Austin.
Like, our mics are silky smooth. And then all of a sudden, Austin comes in like an AM radio.
Austin, what's happening out there on 277?
It's definitely a slowdown.
AM radio.
I mean, so seriously, what is going on with
I
the
mean,
mic?
it's just the different. Like, y'all got these nice mics. I got whatever this is.
But that's the mic we use all the time. And there are some days you sound absolutely atrocious, and then some days where you sound...
Like last
is
week, I
that?
brought it up higher
Maybe that's
because
the
my
problem.
voice is so soft. But
He has a soft voice.
Why is your voice soft?
Yeah. If you describe yours as soft, how would you describe ours? Whiny,
Mine's just straight
strong.
butter.
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 Butter and wine right here.
But-
Wine and butter.
That's our new... welcome.
Wine and butter.
That's W-H-I-N-E.
Yeah, no
Just so you
W-I.
know.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Well, now I'm curious because you don't really know until post-production what it's going to sound like, right?
because I
And
can
you-
hear, I'm
you
listening to y'all right now.
and it sounds amazing.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but I can't hear myself.
Amazing. Hey, what if one of us plays the Powerball because it's up to 50 million? Actually,
No.
it's way more than 50 million.
50 million, it's not worth it.
You know that reference?
No.
$50 million. Who
Well, what is that?
do you think we got? Chelsea Clinton?
We just watched that last night.
Chris Tucker? Rush Hour?
I mean, I've seen Rush Hour, but it's been a long time. Yeah, that's great.
Well, that's what we do. We talk about things from a long time ago.
That's what we do.
I said Pauly Shore. You jump right on it.
I know. It's just been a while since I've seen Rush Hour. I've seen it, but it has been a
That's
while.
funny.
That's good. Yeah.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. We talk about that.
So they didn't do a drawing the other day because of
what happened?
There was a technical difficulty. Like now you playing with people's
I thought they just like roll the big thing and reach in to grab a name.
maybe the handle broke off.
handle broke off of this
guy
giant
was
barrel. There's so many names in here.
What kind of lotto? They don't draw names. What it's not like a rifle.
A rifle? Hey, would you like to buy a rifle ticket?
It's not like a raffle at
Did you
the
ever have to
Lions
sell
Club.
raffle tickets
What
at
is
as a kid?
this? Huh?
Did you ever have to sell raffle tickets as a kid?
No. Well, maybe I did. Like when I was in Boy Scouts. Were you ever a Boy Scout?
No. No. I played, baseball and stuff like that. But those are not the same. Those are not the same.
Can you even tie a knot right now?
I can tie up my shoes, and that's about it. Were you in the Boy Scouts?
Yeah, I was in the Boy Scouts.
Were you really? Like
yeah,
how long?
man.
You like Cub Scout?
I was Cub
How
Scouts.
does what's the
Cub
progression?
Scouts, Weeblos, Boy Scouts. Yeah.
What?
A Weeblo?
Weeblo?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Like
I know Weeble Wobbles.
Weeblos wobble, but they don't fall down.
I know.
Something like that. I think
That's
they.
really old.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was in.
Cub Scouts, Weeblos, Boy Scouts.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that how it goes?
You were the one in the group.
I was the one. My Cub Scouts, everything was orange for like a cub. Weeblos, everything was like blue, and I had the scarf and the little ring.
Like a cubby vest and stuff like that.
I guess I was in Troop 220. I remember that.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Troop 220.
Yep. And then moved on to Boy Scouts, and then
What? You never? Did you flunk out? You
no,
didn't
I
make it an
didn't.
Eagle Scout or whatever?
started liking girls and was like, I'm done with this. Hang out with a
You have
bunch
to choose
bunch of dudes.
between the two.
Well, I mean, it's like
Which way are you gonna go?
I don't know. Is that bad to say?
I was not in a scout. I was not a scout.
Scouting was awesome.
I was the president of the
loved
4-H club in the 5th and 6th grade.
Scouting was awesome.
Yeah?
Like, yeah. I mean, all the outdoor stuff. I loved going
What
camping.
skill do you have now? I mean, you have a lot of outdoor skills and camping and stuff like that, but like, is there a skill like the knot tying that you're like, I learned that 30 years ago or whatever?
No. No.
So it
There's
really didn't
not
pay off.
many skills. I mean, there are certain skills that I learned.
Can you start a fire?
I can start a fire.
If you invented it, it would have been all along.
Oh, that's awesome. So incredibly crazy.
That's stupid.
So, we were. Hold on. Let's go back to the drawing with
The raffle thing.
like everyone's name in the world is in it. You just
Everybody that's played the Powerball, like that dude stuffed the ballot. He bought like 45 tickets.
So your name's in there 45 times.
That's why it was so heavy. And the crank broke off.
The crank broke off. Then they pull one name out. Ethel. From Albemarle. You just won $2
billion
something billion. So, okay, let me ask you a question. You win the lotto. What is the first thing you buy? Or give me the first 3 things you buy after you win the lotto.
It's so difficult to think because my mind doesn't. I know I'm trying to think just outlandish luxury.
No. Just what's the first 3 things you'll buy?
I'd probably take my whole family on a trip, like
this
Hawaii
is,
or
you
Australia
find out,
or something.
You get a phone call. Hey, you won. We drew your name out of the the big barrel.
once we duct
Kyle
tape the handle
Scarlett.
back
Yeah.
on.
But we got to make sure it's the right Kyle Scarlett. There's 15 of y'all on Facebook.
Me and the other dude, we're gonna need to see
like,
some.
whoa.
We're gonna need to see some identification.
What is happening right now?
We don't get mistaken for each other a whole lot. Oh gosh.
We have to edit this show. Oh man.
I would probably go and sell my 2000 and you gotta stop. I'm trying to tell you what I would buy. Oh gosh.
It's always better to eat lunch and then
Are you using the tablecloth to wipe your eyes? Gross. This thing hasn't been washed in a year.
Ever. Man, it's hot in here. Anyway, okay. First 3 things you'd buy.
I mean, I would probably buy some sort of house at some type of like beach house or something. It'd be good to have forever.
See, I don't think
But
I'd
like
buy
a
a
big
beach
one.
house. I don't think I'd buy a beach house.
Really?
Yeah, because then it's like you got that one house you got to go to in the same spot all the time.
Well, I'd buy 10 of them.
I wouldn't buy a beach house.
Yeah.
I'd just go to wherever beach I wanted to because at that point you got 2 built. It don't matter. You can go wherever you want.
Well, then what are you going to purchase that's going to...
That's what I'm saying. Like day-to-day stuff. Like I'd probably buy a nice truck.
I was going to say I would get rid of my Toyota Camry and I would get a nice truck.
You got a nice Camry though.
For a 16-year-old car, it's really nice.
Hey, Gavin's about to turn 16. You trying
Ethel
to...
used to drive it, I think.
I don't even know what's happening right now.
Yeah, I mean, I would buy a house somewhere, or maybe several.
So I wouldn't do that.
Really?
I wouldn't do that. Yeah.
I'm investing in real estate.
I would. This is what I would do. I would probably buy some sort of vehicle. But it's not. I wouldn't buy like a Lamborghini or anything stupid like that. I would buy like a Toyota Tundra.
Yeah. I'd buy something like a really nice truck.
I'd buy a nice truck like that, and then I would probably buy like a small piece of land somewhere where I currently live, and put a nice little compound out there, nice house. You know, I mean,
like
you know,
David Koresh. What in the world?
no, but yeah, I put a nice house out there.
Yeah.
You know, not like this extravagant mansion because I don't necessarily want all that.
Right.
But then I'd probably buy some land like all over the place.
Montana.
Yeah, but like I'd
that's what
I'd buy land
that's
everywhere.
what I was thinking. I would get to that point of buying up property, probably.
But you know, I was talking to my son the other day.
I'd probably get a new iPhone because mine is like really old.
I was talking to my son the other day, and I said, you know, if I could do this, it'd be awesome. I would buy some commercial property, and I would build like a guitar shop in the front of it, like boutique high-end guitars that I can just play all day. And then in that same shop, I would have like some places so I can teach, so I can have people there to teach lessons because, you know, I like music, and so I want to give that gift to everybody that I possibly can. But then in the back, I want to have the gift of music.
I want to give that gift to everybody.
Yeah, I want everyone to like music. You know what? Whatever.
That was sweet. I like that. That was buttery.
All those names that's in that thing, I'm gonna buy all those names so I can reach out to them. Hey, you want to learn music?
Give them all
I'll give you
$1
a
million.
gift. Everyone in the U.S. $1 million. Anyway, but then I would have like a studio in the back to where like I would make it be free so people can come in and record music.
Yeah.
And, you know, stuff like that. So
that would be like your hobby job or whatever that would keep you.
I have a place to go every day and just
See, that's the hard thing. I've always
stuff.
thought, all these people that are like, oh, they quit their job and whatever. I'm like, I don't know that I would do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I like doing what I do, obviously,
Right.
but I'm just saying, like, the thought of like even traveling, which I love, or doing cool things, philanthropic things, whatever the word is, like, sounds fun, but like, not that it would get old, but like, I like working. Like, I think I would get bored after a while of like, I can only do so much. I guess if you have that much money, you don't have to worry that it's going to run out.
Yeah. Like I was telling my kids, you'll never work. I mean, like, have to worry about providing. But it would be like 10 generations. But I said, I'm only going to give money to the ones that I know.
So
if I die early, then it's just y'all and then
trouble.
your kids if I seen them.
Yeah.
But I ain't trying to let some kid 70 years from now.
Oh, poor dude.
Or 100 years from now, he's like, yeah,
My great
some guy in my family won a bunch of money, and this is it. Nah, you gonna know my name.
Legacy.
Legacy.
You're gonna know my name.
Anyway, so there you have it.
Man, a good thing I don't have to think about it though, because I didn't play.
Yeah, that's the thing,
Or
man.
if I did, you ever thought about that? That's always the quandary of like. I'm not trying to get into the debate of the morality, but like, what if you did? You're just like, oh, I got a tithe. I got to go to the pastor and be like, hey, I'm really sorry. I don't even know how much. How much does the ticket cost? Like for a Powerball. I mean, I know there's like dollar scratch offs and
few
stuff like
dollars.
that. But I'm saying like for a Powerball, how much?
How much?
$2.
$2 for. Oh, we gotta go. I got
Commercial
$10 in my pocket right now.
The winner was announced this morning.
What? Seriously? Where?
California.
Oh,
Dadgummit.
they're about to get taxed. to death.
California, man, they get everything. No, actually, they don't.
If the winner selects a lump sum cash payout, the value is $997.6 million.
Whoa.
The lump sum, so they take everything off the top. But the payout then is like, what is the yearly? It's weird.
29 years. The winner would need to select annuity payouts over 29 years to take home $2 billion.
29. So it's like how much?
So 29 into $2 billion.
How much per year?
How much? I was gonna say, what's two? We're not great on this show with math. 29 years divided by $2 billion.
I can't even. How am I supposed to type $2 billion in my phone?
Just do like
two B.
2 million and then
2.0.
2.9 years.
Wait,
So
what?
and then carry to one.
$69 million a year.
69 million a year for 30 years. Which would you take? The lump or the payout?
I'd probably take the lump sum.
I'd take the lump sum too. Because
Lump
then I'd
sum.
reinvest it. I mean, then you've got it.
Now, what are you going to reinvest in?
I'm
You
saying,
trying to make more money? You can't be greedy.
I'm going to give it
Stop
to
being
the people.
stingy.
Stop being stingy.
Why would you reinvest? It's just like, hey, I'm thankful
Well,
for
I'm not
this.
just going to go blow it all, but
No,
you're reinvesting if you're
can't
buying
blow it all.
property or whatever.
Let's say you bought Jamaica. You still have money left over.
I think you can get Jamaica for $1 billion. I think they're a little more expensive than that.
I mean, probably so.
Kanye West was a billionaire and he went bankrupt.
That's Kanye, though. We're not. Would you?
We're not what?
You would turn it. I mean, like he's in that lifestyle and keeping up those kinds of things. I don't know that I would. I wouldn't want to keep up that kind of thing. I wouldn't want houses all over the place, and I wouldn't want all that kind of
I'd
stuff.
take a few. I mean, I'd take a couple.
I would have like a Sunday car. You know what I'm saying? But outside
Sunday
of
car?
just a car you drive
Just
around,
Sunday
or a
car.
like a Saturday car. Saturday or Sunday car. In the afternoon, just drive around for a little bit. Maybe in like a.
Would you have like a butler or a maid or somebody that could just? I'd have a chef.
Only if his
Take
name
that
was.
off my wife and be like, I have a chef. She could still do the baking, or she could train the person.
If there was a guy named Mr. Belvedere, I would.
Mr. Belvedere.
Or Benson.
Or Ben. I was about to say Benson. If you're fans of late 80s sitcoms.
Yeah, right. Then maybe, but then maybe not. So.
Man, you could sit here and dream. What would you
Yeah.
do?
How long have we been talking?
900.
I feel like we laughed for like 15 minutes. So, okay, well, that was fun.
Was that it?
I guess that's it.
What?
That was a lot of fun.
Yep. All right. Well.
Nice little walk down memory lane. All right. Well,
What a terrible ending.
that was a bad
Gotta
ending.
figure out how to land this
Yeah,
plane a
so-
little bit better instead of
I literally have.
nose diving it
I
into
have.
the ground.
It's because like typically I kind of keep up with the time. I have
Excuse me.
no idea how much time we've been going.
I don't either.
How long have we been going?
Oh, we need to find out.
33 minutes.
Oh,
33
we've
minutes.
expired.
We're done.
We're expired.
Thanks, y'all. See you next time.